hey, I saw this on the internet and we're gonna find out if it works. So literally, I saw a video on Instagram.
By crossing the reins under the neck while applying the outside rein, it pulls on the inside of the bit, helping you with that inside arc. You can also do this with split reins, crossing them under the neck as well.
And Al Dunning was teaching a technique on crisscrossing your reins to help improve your neck reining. I want to find out if this is a gimmick or if it's actually a legit training tool. Let's find out. So the problem that this technique is meant to solve is when you're trying to teach a horse neck reining. So say I want to go right. As I draw my hand to the right, it ends up pulling on the left rein. So this gets confusing to the horse because obviously we want to go right, but now we're tipping his nose to the left, and the more I pull the rein, the more it's going to tip his nose to the left. So that's the challenge that this technique is meant to solve. Now the question is, you're not going to show a horse with your reins crisscrossed under the horse or kind of ride around all the time doing a ranch job or something. I guess maybe you could. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if there's a rule on that or not. You guys have to fact check me in the comments. And let me know in the comments if you think this technique is going to work. So the horse I chose to use for this video, this is my wife's horse, Lambo, and he is getting started with neck reining, so he's familiar with it. It's not brand new to him, but he's not great at it. And the leverage bit is new to him. And I chose this bit for the video instead of a snaffle because a snaffle it's not really a tool meant for neck reining. It's meant, I start introducing neck reining to a horse in a snaffle bit, but it's really meant for using one rein at a time in a snaffle. So we're going to try it in this. So let's just get a baseline of kind of an idea of where his neck reining is at. I just got on him. So I'm going to ride him around a little bit here and see just kind of where he's at today and how his neck reining feels. So he's thinking to the right now. So if I draw this rein over, you can see right there, he's a little stuck and he's moving his hip over. And so normally what I would do when I'm training a horse is I would do exactly what I did there. I would ask them to turn, and then I would just wait for them to take a step over in the direction I'm trying to turn, in spite of the fact that that outside rein is pulling the bit to the inside, or the opposite way, sorry. So that's what I normally do. I used to not do that. To be honest, neck reining has kind of been a little bit of a thing for me, because what I used to do is I would just go neck rein, kind of direct rein, and I would add my leg. And if I always do that consistently, I would end up with a horse that surface level neck reins, okay? And where I got exposed on this was at a horse show when I was meant to rope a steer at the end of a ring cow horse pattern. It was a ranch versatility competition. And I got ready to rope the cow, and the cow took a hard right, and my horse went left. And so as I tried to turn right to stay with the cow, this rein pulled, and the horse didn't neck rein as well as I thought they did when I was at home training. And so Craig Johnson shared with me a technique on how to neck rein, where you basically hold this rein right here until the horse steps over. And you can see Lambo does neck rein and is kind of solving that puzzle. So let's just ride around here a little bit and just see if we can put him in some different kind of challenging situations with neck reining. And when I'm at his stage of training, another thing that I do is I tend to have my hand with my reins bridged like this, because it's real easy for me to switch to two, and it's also real easy for me to cheat. I can turn my finger up this way and it kind of pulls his nose to the right or left, and I can essentially make them look like they're understanding neck reining more than they are. So if I was to get more committed to this, I would put both reins on the same side, and now the reins are tighter to their neck, and this is just a little bit harder of a position. A pattern that would be pretty easy to do on this would be if I just turn the same direction each time, the horse kind of gets in the habit. And for this video, I'm going to really try to not use my legs and cheat. Now we'll turn the opposite way. And you can see there where his nose is counterbending and he's a little bit stuck right now. So what I would normally do is hold, wait for him to step over. That's what I would normally do. But I think you guys get kind of an idea where he's at with neck reining. So let's go ahead and switch the reins to the way Al had in his video and see what we get. So I got the right rein around to the left, and now I got to put the left rein to the right. Okay, so that we get apples to apples here, I'm gonna ride with one hand, and let's go ahead and check this out. First one, felt pretty good. Okay, so we'll turn the same way here at first. We'll get into a trot. Felt pretty nice. I was kind of not expecting this to work so good. But right, first impression is a positive one. Huh. Well, that is pretty slick, actually. Like, yeah, that works real good. I don't think I was expecting that. I was using my leg there a little bit. I gotta remember not to do that. I train all my horses to ride off my legs, and I get kind of in the habit of doing that. When I am teaching neck riding, okay, here's a spot. He was thinking stronger to the right. Let's see how long it takes him to figure that. Wow, and he actually tipped his nose. So not only did he figure it out, he started to tip his nose to the left there as well. He is over bridling. He's not real sure about that chin strap yet. He's getting that figured out. But this feels pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I just like how it feels. It feels like I'm just being very clear to him. Now, what I won't know is how well will this translate to then switching back to the regular position. You know, if I was to go show or go ranching, I'm probably not gonna have my reins crisscrossed. Again, I don't even know if there's rules on that or not. I just probably wouldn't do it. I don't want to be that guy at the show, but. So we're gonna try a real hard one here. We're gonna sit and we're gonna try to roll. Ooh, that was nice. That's one of the hardest maneuvers to do with neck reining, especially with a horse that doesn't know it very well, is to just be right next to the fence and just use your neck rein and steer them into the fence and have them have their right correct flexions. Let's try it again. Well, shout out to Al Dunning. Thank you, sir. This works pretty darn well. I am going to be adding this into my toolkit of horse training techniques. That's pretty darn good. I'm not going to argue with that. That worked way better than I was expecting. Again, I don't know what the long term is of, you know, when you go back to crossing it, and then if you get out of a position where you have to kind of maybe use your reins more than you would normally do, you know, in a more of a intense situation where you're either going faster, riding across a field, chasing a cow, or, you know, doing something more intense. Would it still be there? I don't know, but it felt fun enough and good enough that I'm definitely going to experiment with this and put some more rides on him, trying this technique. I expected it to work, but I don't think I expected it to work that good. It worked really, really good. Now, Lambo's a really compliant horse, pretty easy, but he's fairly green to neck reining, and that just worked really, really slick. So I'm definitely going to be adding this to my toolbox, and if you would like to have access to my whole toolbox via my Patreon page, I have all my full training videos on there. I go into great detail over each step, broken down into a sequence. I have a fundamental series on there that is very popular with a lot of people that have a new horse or a green horse, and they're wanting to make sure they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's. That's all on there on my fundamental series. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. It's pretty inexpensive. You can even ask me questions on there about your horse, and I can help you out with that. So you guys are going to love it. Check it out. Go to the link below, and we'll see you guys on there. Thanks for watching.